Wait, 5, 4. Welcome to Wyvern Watch.
That was terrible.
What's that in the sky? A bird? A wyvern? No, an airship, and on it. Who?
I'm Ryan. I play Ayler.
I'm Jacob. I play Adelhard.
I'm McAllister. I play Jules Mack.
And I'm George, your dungeon master of the evening and the metaphorical pilot of this airship of the skies, where we last left those three aforementioned friends. Can I get somebody in character voice to catch everyone up to speed?
Let's do it.
Well, we finally made it back to Drodel and talked to Dwarmo, and he was very mad about how long it took, but I don't think he can really blame us. None of us are trained to use ships. But he took the magical amplifier and sent us off to an airship, and now we find ourselves there in this place where nobles have booked passage. And it appears that I will have to call upon the earlier years of my life and remember what it is to be noble. I'm already hating it, but I will do what I must to save my own soul and the souls of my friends.
Occupied!
I'm sorry, my good sir.
That's fine. 'Tis not the place for a conversation, but
I'm already walking away.
I tend to appreciate the more eccentric things in life. This strange voice continues to talk to itself while you guys are washing up in the basement.
Already walking away, just footsteps away. It's like,
My wife doesn't talk to me anymore.
So,
It's so new.
again, I mentioned this was a long metal wash basin with a raised kind of spigot, something of mechanical nature made of, I'm going to call it brass now. Let's retcon a tad bit, that pours water down this ramp into the basin that flows and siphons out at the very end of it. You guys are cleaning yourselves. I suppose there's not much role-playing nor checks to have there. Roll a d20 to clean your penis.
Wash your feet.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I got 11.
Okay.
Push.
We're rolling low, right?
What'd you get?
2.
You have the smelliest penis.
Fuck off. My penis is pristine.
Wait, no, yeah, if it's a check, we need to roll low.
Not this type of check. This is more. Oh, this is a save. Excuse me.
Yeah, this is the dirty dick save. Fuck you. Never mention my dick scent again.
I don't have to. It speaks for itself.
Fuck you.
But regardless, how
Does
can
that
I?
mean that Ayler has the cleanest penis?
Yes.
Yeah.
By extension. Granted, you got what, a 9? 11? It's not very. It's slightly cleaner than average.
I'm slightly less clean than average, but I don't go flaunting my dick around, so.
No. Fortunately, all three of you have.
I wear a kilt.
I mean, for the most part, all three of you keep your penises to yourselves. Did it take until hour
26.
to talk about your guys' penises?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Is there any window or mirrors in the washroom?
There's a piece
it's
of
metal.
metal reflect or shown to reflection
Okay.
or shined to
I will-
reflection. Excuse me.
Ayla, can I borrow one of your daggers?
Sure. I reach over outside of the wash basin into my adventures pack and pull out one of the sharpest knives that I had previously looted.
Okay.
Oh, I still have a lockbox. 2 knives.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to take that and tap into my my many years of having to shave myself.
Okay. Let's just do a dexterity check. Why not? Just to fill some time.
Yeah, fair enough. 12, my dexterity is 11. I fail it.
I slap him on the back while he's like trying to.
I cut myself. I'm not quite used to this to using
Yes.
a dagger instead, but
Well, it's just the years of embracing, let's say, your beard and cultivating in the wilderness. You are unaccustomed to taking a blade to your own face, and it is unfamiliar and still provides you much discomfort. Yeah. But you manage to lop off much of the beard that you've grown for the past years and years. And how clean cut are you going for?
Oh, I'm going to shave it all off.
Skin tight,
Skin tight.
and you got it.
Who doesn't have a chin?
Do you have a chin, Ayler? Ayler hard?
Yeah. Oh, he knows Chandler. He has to have a strong jaw.
I
That's true.
have a very strong
Yeah.
line that ends in a very prominent chin.
Are you butt chin or like a point?
Point.
Cut diamond?
Yeah.
Excellent. And how about you two? Judel, I assume you don't have facial hair.
Well, I just have like the little mustache kind of.
Oh, that's right.
The straight hair. So
You can't really trim it. As soon as you do, it comes back in like 10 minutes.
No. No, I don't remember that on the character sheet.
All right, so you're plucking your lady hairs.
Yeah, a little upper lip lady here.
And Ayler, how about yourself?
Elves aren't prone to facial hair, are they?
No, they're not.
So
Well, I guess
I
you
don't
do.
really have anything to worry about.
I mean, if you would like your character to have, or once had light, like a golden kind of facial
On the
beginnings.
beach fuzz.
I mean, nothing. You wouldn't have a thick beard. You could have like a little bit, like you do now, basically IRL. But it'd be more of a gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, so all three looking.
Can I ask him to do it?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Do I feel
Pardon
like
me, you seemed like you did a very good job going straight to the face.
yeah, I have a couple of cuts. I just like.
It's
Can you patch this up for me?
It's funny.
Yes. I'm not gonna cast it.
Yeah, no. But I will.
A priest cantrip.
Heal
shaving
I
cut.
mean, yeah. Sure, go ahead.
Could you help me out? Help me
I
out
don't
tonight, man.
trust
Maybe
my
get a
own
date.
hand. Could you please shave mine off? I do not trust my own
Yeah, go
hand.
ahead, roll
Yeah,
it.
I will. I think
Alright.
I'm a little bit more back in the swing of
You
things.
get a bonus for trying to, or shaving somebody else, not yourself.
I roll a 12 again.
But that's somebody else, so you're able to do it. If you'd like to cut him, you can.
I will not. I will not cut him off.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a good guy.
I'd like it.
All right, all three of you looking very baby-faced with clean cut faces. Are you and cleaning your hair, keeping your hair at the same length? Is there any style?
I'm not even gonna try and like.
I'm trying to
All right.
remember how long my hair is normally.
I mean,
because I'm trying to figure out if I can pass off as a woman.
Oh my
He is an elf.
He's an elf.
he is an
A
elf.
very feminine race.
Oh,
Sorry to our elf viewers, but that's the
that's just the cut of the
that's
jib.
the anthropology.
Anthropology. Well, how long would you like your hair? Because I mean, this is all.
I want to say almost as long as Max now.
Yeah, I mean, I would say you have.
That is
shoulder length?
shoulder length.
Shoulder
for the
length
viewers
there.
at home.
Yeah, sorry about
I
that.
got hippie hair.
And do you have gold hair?
My hair color,
Light brown.
light brown.
Okay.
So like chestnut.
Chestnut, yes. So you got shoulder length chestnut hair, which makes sense. You probably kept it tied. Okay. But all three of you washed, and then
There's just stuff like that going on in those like Bilderberg,
Affluence.
Clinton cults and stuff.
to
So
diverge
I don't think they'll really bat an eye at stuff like that.
from that path,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
you guys continue cleaning yourself, and you hear.
Oh wait, never mind. I was like, maybe that's not a good path for this discussion. And you're like, yeah, come on, Mac, fuck you. Doo-doo. Fuck off.
Do I smell anything strange?
What are you sniffing it for?
Well, I'm sorry, but you kind of breathed by.
Oh, it smells popcorn.
It's like, what about sound? Let me investigate.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, pungent! Ooh.
Yes, madam.
Do I detect hints of garlic? Is that apricot?
Yes. Ooh, Brian.
Somebody had pork for dinner.
Quite delectable.
What the hell just happened?
Oh, well, it'd be a doozy to salvage that one.
The person in the stall just farted.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Anyway, you guys,
Are we done cleaning, or can we get out of here?
I believe so. You guys have cleaned your
That guy
bodies.
took a long shit.
He's still doing it.
It's a guy?
It sounded like a
It's not
guy.
like a old, like woo! But I don't know.
Who knows?
Well,
Who knows?
You guys are clean.
Probably bad at identifying people by voice. Clearly.
Are you all finished in the washroom?
Come on.
Okay.
I'll watch off my boots.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
idea.
No, wait.
I'll follow what he's doing.
Seeing me doing that will remind the other two that
I'm gonna monkey see,
Smart.
monkey do it. You know.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Well, that's a good idea. It'll go hard.
This is the shit episode.
I think they're all the shit episode.
yeah, not the shit out.
But quickly, you guys finish up with that tidying up, and you certainly look better already. The salt water and dirt is washing down the drain and heading back towards the door.
Number 5.
I'm assuming that everyone is finished here in the basin room.
Yes. We've had enough cleaning. It's time to get down and dirty.
That's very nice. All right. So you walk back out into the hallway. You came from the left. The right has
Any towels in the communal bathroom? Towels?
there was a few, yes, for drying off hands, feet.
It's for the air dry.
Yes.
I was just thinking about running down the hallway with just a towel.
Just walking back to my room.
Sorry.
Just walking back to my room.
And you won't have a towel. You have the
Yeah.
All right, you guys are in the hallway, heading back towards your stateroom that you've commandeered, and you all will roll a perception check.
9.
20.
Oh, wait, no, it's 6. Sorry. There's dots on the
Yeah.
die.
It's wisdom.
7. I
Yeah.
pass.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
so you two hear mechanical sounding footsteps in rapid succession approaching you from behind.
I might look.
Look behind, yeah.
I'm gonna get a peek, just
Okay.
make sure it's no
You don't see
no
nothing,
false
yeah.
alarm or nothing.
Judel and Adelhard, you see a creature, an automaton. This kind of works. That approaching you from behind with legs of brass supporting a large glass vase of sorts with a bolted on glass lid. Inside of that is a concoction that seems to be of particulates, brown and tan, and around it is kind of a faintly glowing
Spider.
basically a faintly glowing force field of
Magic?
now, what color did I say was inside the sphere?
Yellow.
Yellow. Same color.
Yellow.
But it is
Lots of-
rapidly coming
Skittering.
towards you. Skittering. That's the word for it.
How big is it?
It is the vessel that it supports is about a man's torso, and it comes up to about that level.
Like 4.5 feet?
Yeah,
So it's like a centaur, but with a spider on the bottom.
I suppose so.
That's also an automaton.
It's basically a spider base made of brass with a glass vase on top.
Does it seem to be coming towards us or just down the hall?
Down the hall.
Okay.
As it approaches you guys, you see it
Move
walk.
out of the way.
You give it a wide berth, and it skitters alongside the outskirt of the hallway. It continues up, approaches Ayler from the back, and surprises him around front as it continues down that way.
I'm going to go catch up to Ayler, I guess. That was strange.
That could have been a number of things.
Looked like some sort of trash can.
That could be one of them. Onward. I have no discussion for this. Maybe I'll find out later.
You.
All right, next floor.
Next one.
Let's see. All right. So you pass the rooms in descending order now, 7, 6, and return to 5, where you've left the door open.
Is there anyone in there?
It's locked.
The door's open.
Well, guess we don't have now. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, walk, poke my head inside.
Nobody has been here since your arrival.
Okay, well, I will head in,
Mhm.
start changing.
All right.
Angrily.
Angrily.
Angry changing.
Are you taking the male outfit?
Yes.
So you equip the top quite nicely. It seems to be more of an evening, not gown, but an evening wear for a male. Something one would wear to a lounge, perhaps, made out of very fine, soft material. Feels nice against your bare skin, and woven into it are various reflective threads that kind of give that air of elegance.
Nice.
There's a pair of fine leather boots as well, and when you try to put your foot inside, you discover a small pouch within our 2 rings.
Snake.
So my robes don't look like shit, right? 'Cause they're like nice light blue, silver trim.
Yeah, his were
I stole from a
Yeah,
merchant.
you robbed a guy. So
I stole from a merchant. So I already am wearing nice clothes.
aside from being
for a wizard.
kind of mud patched and sun bleached,
I mean, you could have washed that off a little bit.
would you like to retcon you wash that?
Well, I just assume.
I mean, when he started washing his boots,
Doesn't count
All right.
because they're cloth, so also they'd be soaked.
If I'm getting like mud on
fair.
If you don't say it, it doesn't happen. That's the rule. But if you want to have washed your robes,
Yeah, yes.
I forgot as well that you were wearing elegance.
Yes.
But now,
Also like to
As-
continue breathing. No, I'm not gonna be an asshole.
Judah's already looking fresh, and Adelhard is wearing this noble's robes.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to hop into that lady's outfit.
Well, I mean, nobody was really.
You sound so distraught.
We didn't even think about that.
no. Slips it off.
I thought we were just going to have to steal somebody else's clothing.
I thought I was gonna make it like you were a slave or something, but
Why would I be your slave?
Oh,
well, I maybe it was preferable to being his wife. I don't know.
you're not going to.
These guys might, I don't know if these
Maybe.
guys are slaves. You're right.
No. We're not going to fuck. Don't worry.
That, thank you.
I kid.
You are gonna?
Are you bored?
No!
My wife.
My wife.
Your wife. Folks at home, you just watched Borat, so we're back in 2006 with our references.
My wife.
My wife. Very nice.
As I try and put on the girls' wear, does it fit?
Surprisingly, yes. It is a tad open in the chesticle region.
Is it like undercupped, kind of?
Yes.
I mean,
And I can't really fake that.
There is an option to keep it covered.
Hey, Luke, dear, I gotta ask you something. That's your god's name, right? Luke, dear?
Essentially, if you'd like to stuff it with something, it would be filled and probably unnoticeable, unless under severe scrutiny.
Yeah, you might want to stuff something into your chest there. You were wearing other clothing.
Indeed, I guess.
The dress itself is, again, another piece of evening wear. You see that is in a similar color scheme and kind of make and model of the garb Adelhard is in. But once you fill it with whatever you can, sheets, pillows, it fits quite nicely on you and slims your figure.
Is there like a scarf, like a lady's scarf that you could wrap around, cover up his jawline?
Wait, also, I'm just going to add, the pouch that I found, I'm just going to leave it on the desk.
With its contents?
With its contents.
Okay.
Still there.
Hey, what's in that pouch? Or do I see him?
Yes. You both witness as he's putting on his shoes the withdrawal of a pouch, the look inside, and the place on the table.
You lived in it?
Yes.
I'll let Tonto do it.
Hey, what's in that pouch? I don't know what's in that pouch.
The pouch, there's 2 rings in here.
2 rings.
Oh, yeah, 2 rings. Oh, goody.
It obviously
Let's
belongs
get
to
those.
someone, and I already feel bad enough about stealing their evening wear.
I bet they look even better on you.
I do assume that if we were to accessorize me in a manner that it would look even more convincing as me
I'm
as a
not
noble.
stealing somebody's valuables.
Oh, you don't have to steal anybody's valuables. We can always just put them back to. I'd like to walk over to the pouch, open it up, and slip on the rings.
Okay. That's met uncontested?
The ring rates are now loaded. That's a little Lord of the Rings reference, a bit obscure
A little bit of
for your fancy nerds out there.
an underground
is
type of
exasperated,
I'm
but
sorry.
will not stop him.
Okay. In which case, Ayler, once you open the pouch and look inside the contents, you see 2 golden rings, both with some sort of red inlaid gem. One seems to be a thinner, more wiry build, and the other a simple band of gold that encompasses the gem fully.
God, I sure hope the guy wasn't planning on proposing to his wife on this trip, on this expensive one-of-a-kind trip.
You 5 days long.
Are you equipping both rings?
Yeah.
All right.
I sincerely hope you plan on putting those back.
Of course.
I'll be holding
It would be
back.
only right.
Naturally.
I mean, we could just sell them.
I don't think it's
Shut
convincing
up.
for a wife to wear both the wedding ring.
At this moment,
Right next to each other, like one on the middle finger and one on the ring finger.
Judo, you are now garbed in the finest wizardry threads. Ayler, you are now wearing the garb of some noble woman, and there is some makeup.
I'm saying
I
you
would-
didn't know,
yeah, I
you
would-
didn't know how to shave, so I don't know
Yeah.
if you know how to. Would you?
Well, I wasn't comfortable with shaving.
Yeah. So would you?
You can roll a d20. I'll tell you how well you do.
Yeah.
I think we'll tell him how well he did when we see it.
Don't noble ladies wear this thing that makes their faces look much prettier? I think that would be a lot of help
Taylor, yes.
too.
I'm going to record that number, and for all future charisma checks, that will be incorporated.
Okay. You want me to write that down, like next to my charisma?
No, I've got it. Okay. If you'd like to, you may, but I would hope I don't forget about it. I'm going to be doing a lot of
I'm going to assume that I gave him a couple of pointers on like.
to your best ability.
because you probably had that noble girlfriend, back in your high school days when you're sitting on the Corvette on the Firebird. You're sitting on the
Firebird.
You're sitting on the Firebird with
Thunder.
your girl, wearing your varsity jacket. The noble.
Is there any particular style for your makeup you would like to go for, Ayler? Elven? Would you like a caked, a heavy, like pure white face and then a
No.
pawn, or just
No.
something light
Just
to accentuate your features?
exactly.
There you
Face
are.
look rounder, not like a
That's right.
jaw.
Add some shadowing to make it look like a baby face. More of an egg.
With pointers from old Chattelheart.
Very nice.
Make it look like David Bowie. Or something.
Um,
past lovers? I say that.
Ayler, you said
I'm
that
not
your
going to
charisma was
dignify
11,
that
right?
Response.
My charisma is 17.
Wow, that is impressive.
Yeah, he is.
Holy shit.
In
not
that
gonna
case-
cut.
I'm beautiful.
All right, so let's say Judel and Adelhard. Let's roll an initial charisma check. Also, please let me know what your charismas are, because I'm going to be doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work here.
I'll have to think of a noble voice.
I have a charisma of 12,
I got a 12.
and I rolled a 19.
My charisma is 11. Oh, one over.
God, I am so not comfortable with this current
Your charisma is
situation.
what?
Yours 12, right?
Yeah, 12.
I got 12 also, but I got one over my charisma. So
All right.
people, I think something's up. Something's fishy.
So,
From me.
But something's fishy.
all righty.
It's like, I believe you, my lady, but who's that wizard? Who's that so-called wizard behind you?
He's my assistant.
He
stays in the lab.
Adelhard, your experience with nobles, and you know a lot more now that all this is flooding back to you. You're not fooled by Ayler in the slightest. Judel, you may have attended to your books, cleaned your robes for a second. When you turned back around, you were surprised that Ayler is missing, and there's a beautiful woman in his place.
It's like, hey, what? I was just, I'm the cleaning guy. I was somebody tracked mud in here.
It's me, Judo.
What are you doing, Judel?
Did I figure it out yet?
Yeah, you picked up.
Just practicing my what I'm gonna say when I see him.
You're the cleaning boy now, not the wizard.
What? Somebody's
It's just a practice.
Don't touch me.
Fine.
Let's move on.
All right. You are all.
This is why this marriage is failing.
You got a good character. You got a backhand now.
I thought you said you'd keep your hands to yourself.
Smack the makeup onto the wall.
Quiet, woman.
Quiet.
Excellent. I'm glad to see Judel, Ayler, and Adelhard, you are all fitting into your roles nicely. Says God.
Thanks,
God.
Thanks, God.
But at this moment,
Good job.
you are left to your devices.
All right.
All right.
I think it's time to leave this room.
All right, I gotta think of my
All right.
noble voice. What do you think of this? Hello. Greetings. My name is Judel. What do you think of that, guys?
How did you do that with your voice?
What are you talking about?
That's not.
I'm trying to sound like a noble, like, you know, like, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Stop that.
Okay, I won't do that. I won't do a noble voice. I guess we'll get caught. Whatever.
I did.
Okay.
That's
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's intensely uncomfortable. I'm really uncomfortable right now. I'm sorry.
I think it sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make you uncomfortable.
No,
I'm glad nobody's doing things to make people uncomfortable. Yeah.
Stick with it. Do the noble voice.
If you say so.
Consistently readjusting.
If you say so.
Let's just look around.
So what's our story going to be? Noble Adelhard?
We're on our honeymoon.
That's true.
And I am your assistant. What? And I what? Come on, what's my role here? Come on, guys.
You are our young assistant. You do the chores for us, and you are also a magical apprentice.
All right.
We should probably say he's our bodyguard on our honeymoon because you know we are such high status and we own many prices on our heads. So we needed a magical apprentice to guard us on our honeymoon.
I'm
Let's
not
just say-
going to say that.
Let's just say right hand man.
I'm going to say that he's the apprentice to our court wizard.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever you say, my liege.
Don't.
Hey.
I think you two are enjoying this far too much.
I've never got
whatever could you
like
need,
this
sir?
before.
I'm walking away now. I'm gonna walk
Honey, where are you
to the
going?
left.
I'll follow suit.
All right. And by that I mean you're leaving the room,
Yes.
heading to the left.
What
All
kind
right.
of shoes do I have? Oh, go ahead.
You've got a pair of leather boots that ends in a point, thin, and a kind of not heels. No, they're not propped, but they do hug the sides of your feet pretty closely.
You need my elven.
Even your elven thin feet.
Okay.
I prefer we not walk too far. These shoes are quite tight.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that when you put them on.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll survive.
I suppose we will.
DM,
All right.
you walk to the left.
All right. Let's see. I mean, these are pretty simple arrangements, but you guys had begun.
We don't have any weapons on us, do we? Sorry.
You have that is up to you because you were transported with all of your belongings.
Oh shit.
So if
Yeah,
you'd
we're
like
not-
to carry around your
Yeah, I
What
guess.
if we have? What if I have?
So-
like, what if I carry on a big sack? Like I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm like the servant.
You have a big.
Oh. Can I fit every? Do I have like a big? Do I have a big?
The walls are made of wood, right?
That's correct.
I could cast warp wood in order to hide our belongings within the room, if we so need to.
I'm not sure that I like the idea of leaving our belongings in someone else's room.
It would be hidden though, and we would know exactly where it is.
So there's
Well,
no,
they use
like,
a bedroll as a sack. That's like a sleeping bag, right?
I mean, I suppose it is a. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, is there anything that we have anywhere that could I use as like a believable kind of backpack that I can throw like a halberd in a?
A backpack, no. The closest you would have would be the bedroll, for it is a sack. However, it would, you believe, look a tad awkward to be carrying around a bulging bedroll.
Can I just wear all the equipment like some man of arms or something?
That's up to you. It's possible. You can fit your body inside of the armor.
Armor. Oh, right, leather armor. I was thinking of just weapons.
Okay. You can carry them. You are not.
I just don't know how it would look.
It would look like a robed man carrying. What do you have, Adelhard?
I have
Here.
leather armor and a bow and a halberd.
So,
You're gonna have to hide most of our stuff. Yeah.
and do you, Ailer? Your weapons?
A bow shard and a sickle.
So, yeah. That would be what you'd have to carry.
I could do with just the sickle.
What are the smallest weapons we're willing to carry, guys? You're gonna have to.
I do indeed like my sickle, but
I'll keep my dagger, but I'll leave my quarterstaff at our stash,
Mhm.
and I'll carry around his halberd kind of as a staff. I think
Well,
that'll-
then you
that
can pass
will
me my
do it.
halberd if things go south.
Yeah, basically. And I can carry the halberd kind of like a, I don't know.
to be honest, I can
Stealth
produce
sword.
my own
Mhm.
weapons as well, so there's not much worry for me.
Okay.
Because I can cast a flame blade, but in my case it's ice blade because I was born into the mountains.
I think it's good that we're not going to use flame blade on Hindenburg too.
Yeah, flaming wooden airship.
Forgotten realms Hindenburg.
All right. So, what is your method of storing? How are you leaving things behind?
You think it's not about work with?
Yeah, I can cast warp wood in order to, like, say, bring the wood around from the wall and make like a little cubby that can't be seen.
Is that
Or
what
can't be.
Warpwood does?
Uh,
You need the player's handbook.
And cut back to we decided workwood is good enough. It will be used. to
It'll be
work wood.
good. To be
It'll-
good enough.
It's good enough.
Good enough.
We're good. We're good. Everything's good, folks.
We
like,
are
walking
good.
down the hallway. We have all of our gear. We're like, this probably isn't the best idea to carry all of our things around. We are indeed nobility.
That is
Yeah.
fair.
Perhaps I could cast the warp wood back in the room in order to hide our things inside the wardrobe.
Well, I suppose that would work, but I wouldn't want to be without my equipment.
I could hold the halberd like a staff and like hand it to you in case things get spicy.
That would be a good idea.
And I guess you could hide a weapon wherever. I'll keep my dagger on me.
Why aren't you speaking in your noble voice?
Well, because we're not we're not trying to convince people that we're nobles. You know.
Oh, that's fair.
Same for you, Simon. Or let's walk back.
Well done. Well done.
I see we're here.
Yeah, the wood's warping.
All right. So you
Quick,
Great.
put your stuff in there.
All right.
You create a void in the bottom of the wardrobe for a pocket that you are able to snugly fit all of your belongings in. It is not terribly noticeable from the top, though. If somebody were to try and break in, like if they really look for it, they might be able to find it. But you should rest easy, knowing your goods are safely stored. Please
Take away second level stuff.
write on this, what you call it, sticky note, everything that is with you, I suppose, because it's less, and then I'll just cross compare to your inventory if need be.
We write on multiple sticky notes for each other.
That's fine.
Our names.
I've got plenty of notes of sticky.
As long as
Taylor
you
has women's clothes.
Taking a lot more eclectic kind of notes. I spell Taylor again.
A-E-L-A-R.
A-E-L-E-R.
AR.
Go.
Alternate reality.
I'm gonna see. Or, should I include the padding that is also on my personnel in case I get stabbed in the tit?
No, you're good.
All right.
Is there anything particular you wanted to pad with? Okay.
All I got.
That's stuff, all right. Thank you.
Do you enjoy his thick thighs?
That's not. He wouldn't actually say that, would he?
People are gonna start shipping Ayler hard.
Alar.
Healer hard. Oh,
Adelar. Yeah, pretty close. Alar.
Edelhard.
Alar.
That'd be
Alar
the-
hard.
Fuck, I have a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I should probably keep some berries.
Would you like
Berries with
to?
you?
No, I don't have any berries. They don't get their bubblegum that.
It's been 4 months.
It's been 4 months.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. No, I think you lost Laverius on the pirate ship, right?
Probably.
In the 4 months, or
Yeah.
the 4 months
On the
episode.
SS2.
Oh yeah.
That was a crazy run on the pirate ship.
Do you have
man.
your inventory?
I'm telling you, when we do those bonus episodes, when we do the concise
I know,
form.
you thought it all through, and Cooper does.
Oh, we're after you.
Yeah, so I still have my belt on.
Yeah.
I'm just
Your bat belt.
Really?
No, that you have on your person.
Oh, my person. I have my dagger. And
I kind of use it to
I really
cinch
don't have
the
any.
knife inside my robes.
Mhm.
See, I'm just not holding
Like a-
anything because I'm just expecting to cast Ice Blade.
Yeah, that's true. You have magic ability.
I can reach. Yeah. Not to the
I think he has the ability to cast any nature, right? Where druids are limited to just like you're able to cast any nature spell as just a normal priest, right?
well, any spell that is like under the domains of my.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
For druids, it's
Um,
like limited to like animal, all animal, elemental, healing, plant, and weather.
Debating.
That's all.
Um.
Is it
I'll be holding
domain
his
as a
halberd for the
druid?
time being.
Yeah.
To clarify. All right, so I think we're
Wait.
set up.
Your Zoodle?
Joodle.
Oh, I thought that was a. Did you write a Z originally?
I wrote both.
Okay.
Is it like a Z and a J?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
It's
No, you can't look at his inventory.
It's purposely ambiguous.
Yeah, you made me.
Jewel. There's not a
Zeal.
letter.
You.
Really.
It's a prince. You pulled a prince on us.
I'm sure it's like the Cyrillic alphabet or whatever. Is that pronounced Jacob? Cyrillic?
Yes.
Okay,
there is a j sound in Cyrillic.
Which letter is that?
It's like
It's a j.
it's the one that looks kind of like an X with a line through the middle.
Oh, the weird one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
So
nice.
weird member.
That's like an asterisk.
Yeah, sort of. It's like
You don't just draw an X and put a line through the middle?
Like that? Oh. Okay.
it kind of looks like that. I mean, I could show you on my phone.
Well,
All right.
folks, hope you have a Cyrillic keyboard if you want to type out those fan fictions.
Yeah.
You three are now much lighter off. Your goods are stored away. You've closed the cupboard and are back on the hall. You guys were
All
heading.
our armor classes are like 20 or something.
Yes.
All right, cool. Keep that in mind.
Cool, yeah.
He's not keeping his leather armor underneath his
Are you?
just buff.
No, that
You gotta look thick.
wouldn't look right.
All right. You guys are heading left.
All right, yeah.
All right. So very simple layout. That is the room that you. That is the room that you left. And so heading, let's see, if you head out that way, left is that way. All right. So yeah, because this is the way you went to the bath.
Yes.
To your right. Going to the left, you encounter, of course, the staircase that you saw first. At the back of this kind of nook, there is a door that is. Well, it's a door, man. I don't know.
The
Like,
door that
shit.
is very gory.
Yeah, I led myself. I talked myself into a corner. Negative. It is a simple door at the back of this little nook and a staircase that leads upwards. Continuing forward, you see another series of doors around this periphery. Insert move.
Wanna go upstairs?
Yeah, let's go up the
Would
stairs.
you like to go up the stairs, sire?
All right.
Yes.
Right
Let's
away, Mr. Assistant.
Okay,
Glad you were very.
Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy.
Indeed we are. Doesn't mean we always need to show acts of affection.
He's called him assist. I thought, wait, wasn't I the assistant?
I called you the assistant. You
I'm not
said-
leading away.
Oh, I thought you were leading the way.
Oh, you could if you were asked to, but I'm going to do it.
Lead the way, honey.
Page off the table. I wheezed a page off the table. That. Good. All right, next.
Things are being drawn. Things are being drawn.
Next boy.
Okay.
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 What are we rolling?
What?
He was just rolling his die. I thought I missed
Just
something.
having a good time.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
All right.
Isn't that like a Panic at the Disco album?
You're asking the wrong person the right questions.
Look at my noble face one. Greetings.
Greetings. You look like you're chewing gum or something.
Am I hot?
Oh, yeah.
To some, perhaps.
I'll take it. You're trapped.
I'm telling you,
Oh.
these Bilderberg Clinton types. We're not walking on some kind of spear cooking shit. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So you guys head up. That here. Let me draw a big ol'. You guys head up that south staircase. Correct.
It's bigger, so that means we're getting closer to the center.
There you go. Glad somebody notices my tireless work. To a door that is closed. Then 2 passages, 2 hallways, similar to the ones you walked before, going to left and right. What you notice in this area, one could call this a viewing area. For the southernmost part is a lot more open. It seems this entire wall is facing out and is simply a pane of glass. Chairs are arranged around it for viewing pleasure, and people can look southern or south relative to the ship. When I describe cardinal directions, that is purely within the ship. That does not necessarily mean that south is that direction. The sun could be anywhere.
Okay.
It's just in the using the ship as a basis.
Do we see other passengers on this?
Not yet. Not at the moment. But I do want to say what you are strucken by as soon as you lift your head up to the heavens, because you look out south towards this pane of glass and towards the horizon, and you look up and you see that this continues into a kind of a glass, almost cannon sort of deal, where it's a large circular cylindrical piece that shoots towards that direction and ends in the same place the glass plane does, but it carries back, and then above that hallway behind, snaking around it, is a large glass tube, and you stare at it and kind of wonder for a second. This large pieces of glass like this are moderately uncommon. You know they're very expensive to produce a pure, strong glass. And as you're admiring, you hear the sound of extremely fast traveling wind grow louder and louder until above, overhead, a cloud of swirling mass, a green kind of pale ball of wind shoots by you at an incredibly fast velocity, and then continues along this ring.
Whoa.
What was that?
In addition, natural light continues to filter from below and above through this glass ring. Now that something's gone, you see it goes and there's nothing above it, continues to the heavens, and light is pouring in from the side as well. Very well lit.
All right.
It is
Showy.
still cold outside as well. The smell of fresh air and cut wood is in this area.
Well, I do not like this view, and I turn towards the inside,
All right.
just as to not think about it.
Oh, Addie, I'm so scared of heights.
Oh, Addie, I'm so scared of heights. I cannot look out there.
Why are you doing this? There's no one else here.
Madam, I may recommend not scheduling your next honeymoon on an airship.
We didn't know I was scared of heights until we got up here, and now I'm just so panicked all the time. I can't handle it.
Oh, you know I only jest, Lady Ayler.
Ailerina.
Ailerine. Eileen.
Come on. Come on, Eileen.
All right. As you continue to banter and discuss the mechanics of, fear of heights, another ball of green wind energy passes through that overhead channel, creating a roar and then fading out into the distance.
Where are the rest of the passengers? Can we see anybody?
Negative.
Can we hear any talk?
Would we be able to see around like the rest of the ring, or is that like? Are we just in this one room?
That's correct. This viewing port, you see, again, the doorway that is on the north side, and then the hallway that continues left, around, and
so
right
wait,
around.
was the doorway that goes to the north side of the stairs? Or have we not been in there yet?
You have not been in there.
Okay.
This room contains the viewing port, and then a staircase that you came up, and then a
it's
doorway.
all, it's just one.
Yeah, it's
room
just-
there.
And a viewing area.
Okay. I'm gonna try the door to the north.
Okay. You try the door on the north, and it swings open quite easily. A gust of wind falls down this open air staircase. You see it travels and follows the curve of the sphere and heads up to a wooden deck that you can see that is open air and travels
Like a
alongside.
staircase up?
Yes. So whereas the promenade that you guys are currently located on is more of a cover, it's got a top to protect from some elements. This doorway opens up, and then it's an open staircase and an open deck.
So, so I can see like the outside of the sphere.
Yes.
Is it made out of wood, or is it made out?
It seems to be made out of some sort of dark brown, browns and tans, patchwork
Okay. So
kind of
a little
deal.
more.
Yes, the interior is the same as the exterior.
Okay.
But being a bit closer to it, you see that, again, these are all bolts. You see it seems like a lot of scrap material. So pieces of paper, little offcuts of leathers, of cloths, tattered shirts, things you would not associate with build quality.
This must be like a upper echelon thing. All right.
No, I'm gonna go check out the top deck. I don't think you want to follow Whaler.
Okay, I'll stay in here,
I will.
facing the wall.
I will watch after my lady.
You do that. I'm gonna walk up the
I
stairs.
appreciate
course.
it very much, Mr. Assistant.
Is it easy to walk up the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a railing provided of
Okay.
thin wood to steady yourself when gusts of wind try to knock you off your feet, but you're able to get to the upper deck, and strictly to the name, it is a very simple wooden construction. You still see gaps through floorboards, but there are seating areas and places around the peripheral.
Nobody there.
When you get up to the top,
Here we go.
you hear conversation to your right.
Can you give me the player's
It is still to your
Yeah, I wanted to
right.
be there to help Aiden or Adelhard out. I wanted the whole team to be in the cure.
Oh god. So I'm looking forward and I hear conversation to my right.
Correct.
Like on the surface of the sphere?
You're facing the sphere, and then the deck continues to the right,
Oh, okay.
around it, circumventing it.
Oh, okay. So it's not like at the very top. It's just
Correct,
up.
correct. My apologies.
Okay, that's fine. No.
You're still on a layer.
I'm still on the way. All right. So yeah. So do I see anybody to my right? Do I kind of look over that way? Is it like it's still like an open air sort of?
But the curvature, you'd have to proceed a little
Okay.
more.
I will proceed. I'll try and listen in on what they're saying.
All right. You hear what sounds to be conversation between two masculine voices. They are discussing a field you're not familiar with, using terminology you are not accustomed to. I don't want to attempt to use that because I'm not good at
I'm
improv.
making up jargon.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I understand. I need to.
Making up jargon is an important skill in life.
However, these two sound like, again, masculine, gruff voices. One has a certain eccentricness to it that you can place, and the other one is gruff, is kind of tired of his shit.
Okay, I see.
They seem to be
Like-
good mannered though, and no argument to be had.
In good spirits.
In good spirits.
Okay. I will round the bend. I will
To the left or right?
to the right.
To the right.
To the right. To the right. To the right.
Okay. So you, after a short while, can round this and see, relaxing on two lounge chairs and overlooking the sky, taking in the views, are two human males discussing. They both seem to be one in overalls, a greasy, dirty man, in the sense that he's a hard worker rather than a scammer, and the other, a man of influence. You'd imagine you recognize the garb of noble upon this man and roll a wisdom check.
I will do that.
And what's the chances of somebody, you know, the noble community is kind of small. What's the chances of somebody recognizing Adelhard and his family?
It's been a few years,
I roll a 7
Who
out of
could say?
16.
so you get it.
I definitely pass.
You notice that the left leg of the man in the fancy garb is noticeably skinnier than the other, and you catch a glint of gold from beneath it, from beneath where his pant leg meets his boot.
I see.
Only because there's one leg and has fancy socks. Pretty
So
cut and
do
dry.
I see them when they see me?
They have not noticed you at this point.
They're not noticing me at this point.
The wind is kind of picked up at this higher level. It is not deafening, but it is enough to mask your footsteps.
I see. Good afternoon.
They both turn lazily to you. The one of, you imagine, a higher class answers, well, hello, friend.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's a good day on this here ship. How you doing yourself?
I am doing well.
The one wearing overalls, you seem to grab voice. Can I help you? Do you need something?
Oh, no, I am just,
Is everything to your stay? Is it, everything tip top?
Oh, definitely.
Excellent.
Very tip and top.
He looks a tad confused, but nods his head.
I am just, it's always strange to be so high up in the air.
You get used to it.
How long have you been serving on this ship?
This particular one. This is the 10th, the double digit of this here ship, of the old sphere. Though you should know that yourself. You did quite some research, Mr. He scrutinizes you, for a while.
Mr.
Rolls die.
Gay.
Mr.
Beeching. Beeching. Beeching.
Well, I was just trying to make a joke with you.
Not too funny, the other man says, but you're much more of a gambler than a comedian, aren't there?
Well, I suppose you could say that a gamble is a kind of joke.
They both chuckle at that. You seem to have won them over. Well, if there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask, Mr. Beeching.
Of course not. I bid both of you a good day.
They both wish you as well. Good
I'm
spirit.
going to turn around and walk back.
Give Miss Beeching my not condolence, excuse me. Give Miss Beeching my well wishes.
Of course.
So let's see. Rich, professional gambler.
Beeching. I'm going to.
That's might be a
it's
Paddock kind of
Beeching.
character.
Who?
Paddock.
Paddock? That's your name?
Stephen Stephen pass?
Stephen No Motive
I'm
Paddock.
going to walk with speed.
Okay. Let's jump cut to Ayler and Judel in the hallway, in the viewing port.
It's okay, madam. Just don't look down.
I'm doing my best.
We're at 102.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, there you go. That's Dan. I'm doing my best.
I'm doing my best.
And